one point from that story you just listened to. We are talking about the resilient woman. She was narrating when she was going to the bank. She needed only 1 million naira. 1 million naira as she went from bank to bank, from bank to bank. And today, because she's successful, she wanted to have a program, and banks were offering her millions, 500 million. And she said, no, hold on to your money. I love that. One day, you will be in that position to say to somebody, hold on to your money, because why? You're good enough and give value, like value to yourself. So please, I expect to see the chat box buzzing by you sharing what you have learned from that story. Unless if you are telling me that that story didn't play, you didn't learn, you didn't get anything from that story. What stood out for you in that story? We should see the box buzzing with your experiences. What stood out for you? So welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. My name is Love Oladile, and I'm the host for this event. I bet you we are going to have a sweet time together. We are going to learn. This is women talking to women. Yes, the men are welcome. The men are welcome as well, because you can learn from us as well. We are going to be talking to women how to build wealth. We're talking about the resilient woman, because you need to be resilient to keep going. There are times you don't feel like going on. There are times life will happen, but we still want to keep going. So we are talking about the resilient woman, how women can grow wealth. Before I bring in our guests, I quickly want to share something with us. So this is me in 2003 as a graduate. I was teaching in Lagos. I had even though I studied business administration, but I was teaching. And because I love the job of teaching, I'm always getting good private schools, you know, I'm always getting good payments. But when I came into Abuja in 2003 when my husband was transferred. I didn't want to do any other job apart from teaching. I didn't want to work in the bank. My brother was saying, come and work in the bank. Let me help. I said, no, I wanted to teach. However, Teachers Registration Council just started that year that if you don't have teaching certificates, you can't be a teacher. So I was reading a particular magazine called Success Digest. And the magazine said you can start your business with any amount that you have. And that was my second jump into business, because my first jump into business when I was 13 years. But this is me. I finished university. I came into Abuja. I have my personal phone, and I have 12,000 naira given to me by my husband. So I went to buy umbrella. I said, oh, I'm not going to be that woman that was not doing anything. So I went to buy umbrella, and I started this in front of my house. 2 years down the line, I've had 3 branches of umbrella selling recharge card, and these were my staff. So I was managing, I had 4 branches. I was managing one. I had 3 staff in different branches. Now, one of the days, there's a magazine I used to read, Success Digest. And one of the days, I was reading that magazine. And in that magazine, I read that in a few years' time, there will be only 2 types of business owners: those doing business online and those out of business. And that statement was from Bill Gates. At this time in 2005, I did not know how to use the computer. And in those days, for you to do online business, you need to know how to use the computer. Not now. I see a lot of people doing online business with phone. Some of them don't even know how to use the computer. Some of them don't even have computer, but they are doing online business, which is fine. Because at that time, you may not even be able to afford the internet. Now we have the internet, even though it's still expensive for a lot of people. But then we didn't even have we couldn't even afford it. So I was using cyber cafe. We're using cyber. That was then cyber cafe was. So I was even when I was going to the cyber cafe. But I went to the computer school for 6 months and I started my online business since 2006. 2006 to now, that's about 20 years. I didn't look back. Of course, I've had different experiences, about failures. I have success, but I never give up. Today, people call me the queen of online business because, like my sister would say, Abini, Doshe, I have been there. And it's something that comes to me very naturally. So making money from home, making money online is a natural thing for some of us. And God has been faithful. He's been sweet. He's been good. I have failed. I have succeeded. And since 2016, so 2006 to 2016, that's 10 years. So that you don't think that, because I went to a training one day and one lady was saying, Ma, I want to know everything you know. And I laughed and I said, it's not possible for you to know everything I know because I didn't know it in one day. 2016 to date, I have never made anything less than 1 million naira online every month. From 2016 to date, I have never made anything less. So I'm just giving that to be modest, but I'm giving you the reality. Since 2016 to date, I have never made anything less than 1 million naira online, and I'm being modest, very modest. However, I have seen people who have made maybe making even more than me. I've seen people making less than me. And one thing I've noticed is that a lot of people make money and they are not building wealth, especially for those who are in our line of business, because along the line, I fell in love with selling my online courses. I fell in love with cryptocurrency. I fell in love with affiliate marketing and network marketing. So I do more of those. You see someone who is doing, let's say, network marketing business, for instance, I'm giving an example, and the person is making like millions. You see, sometimes when network marketing business want to pay us, you see somebody in a year making more than 100 million naira. You see somebody making more than 200 million naira. And let's say something happened to the business. The next thing, this person is broke. This person is selling cars. And I've been wondering, when you were making the money, what happened? Were you not building wealth? Were you not investing? Were you not doing other things? So those are some of the questions that we are going to answer here today, especially pertaining to us women. Pertaining to us women, how do you build wealth? How do you sustain the wealth? How a woman, we are too much. We are everything. We take care of our children. We are resilient. We are doing a lot, and we don't want women to wait until life happens, until things happen, because in the midst of this, last year I went through a very challenging time when I lost my husband, because it was quite challenging for me, because my husband and I we are very close. I met my husband at the age of 21. So when I was going through all this process, I was already married. I met him at the age of 21, even while I had not even gone to the university. So I went to the university under my husband. So we were quite close. He buys my clothes, he does a lot. So when I lost him, of course, it was challenging. But every time when I look at my story, or when I look at my life now, when I look at my children, I say to myself, thank God I started building wealth. Thank God I already know how to make money, and how to multiply the money. So those are the things we'll be looking at as women today. And to help us out, I've invited two amazing ladies, that I know are building wealth as well. Amazing ladies. So I have my first guest. My first guest is somebody I met. In fact, my two guests are people I have been dealing with my guest, Phenomenal Bookie. I've been dealing with her. I've been seeing her from far. We have not been that close until we started building business, but someone I've been admiring from far. Then my second guest, she's someone I also met last year, but we just bonded. We bonded like sisters immediately. So I'm going to bring on my first guest, Yemisi Davis. We call her the Digital Duchess. We call her the Digital Duchess. So Digital Duchess, welcome.
See everyone here today. Thank you, Dr. Love.
It's
a very surprising thing. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, it's better that way. Yes, I can hear you. Well, thank you.
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay, so I said
okay, go ahead, please.
I can hear you. I said the way we bonded last year was something that just needed to happen. And it's really surprising to a lot of people that, wow, how did you quickly bond with Dr. Love? She doesn't come out, she doesn't really talk to people. I was like, no, it's a very special connection. It's made from heaven. And it's been so nice, a journey being connected with you, because I've learned a lot. I've really learned a lot from you, and from everything you do. You are really exceptional. Thank you for bringing me on call tonight.
Yes, thank you so much for agreeing to come and tell our people how you do it. I like the fact that why I'm actually because I'm also a family person. Even though I was making money, I love my family. And I see that in you as well. I see that in you as well. I see a woman that loves our family. So I want you to tell us, how has it been with you, your journey? You tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey into wealth building. What is driving you?
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Love. But can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We can see you. We can hear you.
All right. It's all right. Good evening, ladies. And some men that sneaked in this evening to listen to us. It's so good to have everyone here. And Phenomenal Bookie, it's so good to have you too. Thank you very much, women, for trying as much as possible to make our time out of no time to listen to us, what we have got to say tonight. When I left school and I started my journey, I was into ministry. Then I said, you don't do ministry just like that. Okay. So I just needed to have something extra. So I delved into, from schooling, I delved into selling some things. I delved into drop shipping. I delved into teaching like you did. I think I started teaching students, and they loved me as a teacher, of course. I know how to teach very well. So I don't want to stop like that. And my husband, one of a sudden, one day, he told me that he was hearing about cryptocurrency. Why not let's just consider it? And that's how we delved into cryptocurrency. Meanwhile, I've had a friend when I was in school. He was into Forex, foreign exchange. And this guy was always telling me that I should collect money from my parents. I should go into it, and I would just be making money, let him teach me. So I told him that, well, I would do that. So I've been hearing about Forex for a very long time, since 2007, thereabouts, or 2008, but I didn't do anything about it until most recent times that I started delving into it. And it's been a very loving journey. It's been a very, very good journey. My financial journey, it did not just start and end into a grand plan building of wealth systems. No, I started very simply with just little things. Then I started working hard through should I call it marketing or through connecting with people Okay, because that is where the money lies. When you connect with people, you will easily know how you'd get your funds. Okay. So, and from there, started taking responsibility and trying as much as possible to impact people, because the more you impact people, the more you're going to make more money. So for a long time, I believe something. I believe that what most people believe is that it is hard work, not smart work. I've always believed that we should be smarter in managing money, and we should be smarter in knowing how to build wealth for a long time. So when I entered into this business development thing, let me call it like that, and people would complain about some failed businesses and we won't be able to move on again. Then we started thinking otherwise. So we delved into different kinds of businesses. So when you're making the business money from the online, you have to put it in something that is real. You put it into real assets, then you start building your wealth. That was what I started with. And we began to notice something important. No matter how hardworking many people are, they are still consistently chasing money rather than building it. So when I realized this, that people just keep chasing money, it is just like you are going round a circle and you're not moving forward. So I said there are two different things, okay? It's either you know how to build wealth, you listen to people that are building wealth, or you just stay around and let wealth start driving you. You allow wealth to start, manipulating you. So when it looked like that, that curiosity made me to open my eyes to other financial systems, okay, that are very stable, that are going to, when the money, maybe the businesses I'm doing at the point that's giving big money, the ones that are inconsistent, you put some money from there, you put it to the one that are consistent. That was how I started building. And of course, investment is something that you cannot overlook. Investment is very important. So as an accountant, I learned something very important because I read accounting. I studied BSc accounting before I did my master's in business admin. So I gathered everything together to nourish what I know at the moment. So whenever we build anything online, we have to garnish it and wrap it up with something that is real. So from there, the world began to multiply, buying lands and assets, just trying to tie the money down. I know that there are some monies that they cannot easily be liquidated, okay? Maybe like real assets, but you still need those real assets for your money to be multiplied. So far, so good. It's been a very nice journey in the global financial market world. Even though we have lost, yes, I won't say that we haven't, but we have learned on the journey. And so far, so good. It's been a very worthwhile journey. Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you. What mindset shift? Because for me, I think everything because it starts with a mindset. So what mindset
Yeah.
shift do you think women need to be able to build wealth?
All right. One of the things that I would love to talk about that is a mindset shift is everyone that wants to build wealth, you must move. As a woman, you are in charge of your home, you are in charge of your life, you are in charge of everything that you build. So one thing I want us to all think deeply about it today. If you have a pen, please think about this, is that you have to move your mindset from the survivor thinking mode to growth thinking mode. I'll take that again. You have to move from survival. Oh, I have to eat. I have to take care of my family. What are we going to eat tomorrow? What are my children going to wear? What is the next line of action? No, you have to think about now. Start thinking about growth, how to consistently grow in whatsoever journey you are. If you're just all about survival, you just be merry-go-rounding, you just keep moving around, you not move forward. Okay. And that's the reason why I'm not saying that the people that are salary earners that they are not going to move forward. But the salary system will make you to condition your mind to just thinking about only salary alone and not spreading your tentacles. Excuse me, you're more than that. There are some giants that are speaking on the inside of you that want you to come out and begin to speak louder than you're speaking right now. Don't focus. Many people focus on simply earning enough to get through the months. But when you start thinking about wealth thinking begins with when you start thinking about how to make money, not just for yourself, but for a whole lot of people. Remember, you're a mother, you're a woman, you have a womb. So you have a womb for a lot of things. You have a lot, not just your immediate children, you have a lot of things that are surrounding you. So the second you shift from just seeing yourself as not just as a consumer of money, but as a creator of financial opportunities, the better you are. And the better you start thinking about how to spread your tentacles, how to build wealth, how to get wealthy, or how to get wealth for other people. I have a lot of people that I coach, and I have a lot of people that I mentor into this line. Okay. They don't just call us coaches because we bring them into businesses. No, but because we are trying as much as possible to help them create wealth. So as women, one of the mindset shifts is that you must start growing wealth, start thinking about growth. It is possible. Okay. This third mindset shift is us embracing what is called financial education. Most people don't have financial education. You just believe that there is income and there is expenditure. But because I'm a financial accountant, you must understand how money is being run, is how is it coming in, how it is moving out, what are the processes involved, what are your balance sheets, what are your real assets, what are your liabilities, okay? What are your long-term liabilities? How do you fix these things? You have to get financial education. When you understand how money works, it's going to become very easier for you to be confident in making higher decisions.
Okay, now they are talking about balance sheet and all that. So many women believe that making money is complicated. I mean, investment is complicated, multiplying money is complicated. You are an accountant. How do you think an average woman would overcome the fear and know that it's not complicated? Multiplying their money and putting system and structures in place that is not complicated.
All right, thank you, ma'am. It's very simple. One thing I want us to all know is that fear is a disease and it's a sin. If you're a Christian, if you understand very well, I would want you to know that fear is not good. Okay, so fear will want you to try to build inward, to try to look inward. You are not good enough. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't even talk to people. If you used to know me before, I can be very shy. I won't even come here to talk, even though we are even talking online. Okay, so fear will make you think that you cannot do what you can do, but you can do more than you can do. So I'm speaking to a woman tonight. If you think that you are not more than who you used to be or more than who you are, then you start having problems. So what helped or what will help you overcome fear is what is called education or exposure. So you must expose yourself to learning and unlearning. You have learned some things that are conventional, okay? Maybe when you went to the normal conventional schools, there are some things that were taught, but when you came to reality, you discover that these things are different. So how do you unlearn? Very simple, open your mind. The more you learn about financial system, okay, and how technology is transforming finances, the more you realize that many wealth can be built with just tools, okay, that are easily accessible to you. I will tell you what, a lot of people have not been able to access even the AI tools or the artificial intelligence that is now coming up. They'll say, no, I'm too old for this. But the truth of the matter is, these artificial intelligence things, they are helping life, making life easier for all of us. So if you can open up your mind to just learn, you say that, no, my brain is shut down. There's no brain that is shut down. I'll tell you a story. When I started giving birth and I gave birth, I think it's my third child, I discovered that I couldn't learn anything again. My brain was just shut. But I think it just comes with that circumstance or that giving birth process. So I had to sit down, speak to some of my friends who are medical doctors, and they started putting me through that this and these are the things that you need to eat, this and these are the things that you don't need to eat. As women, there are a lot of hormones in our body that speaks against us, okay? So it will allow you not to become who you want to become, okay? So our hormones speak louder even than whatsoever fear we're passing through. So one of the things that you have to do is to take care of your health so that you be sound and you be very sharp upstairs. Okay, so if you can take care of that, you realize that it is those hormones that are making your brain clogged, not being able for you to be opened. Now, there's some seed oils that we eat every time. All those seed oils are not good for us. It will not make you think and make good decisions. So when you start thinking about, you see, all these things are interwoven, okay? When we're talking about good health, it helps you to take better decisions concerning your life, concerning your health, even concerning your family. And your husband will even enjoy you more. Or if you're not married, maybe the person you're getting married is going to enjoy you more. And that is just the truth. So if you now start taking out fear, if you allow your health to work better, if you do that, because all these things are discipline. Okay, so you must discipline yourself to be exposed and to get education. Another thing that helped me was not seeing ordinary people, not just seeing financial experts, but I used these systems successfully. I was not seeing them like, oh, these are just, these people are just too far from me. No, I came closer. They were young, they were too old. I would come closer to learn. So you have to be ready to learn. Okay, don't say that no, this one is too smart. A lot of Gen Zs, they know far things. So more than a lot of us that are in this age concerning technology. So learn. The more you learn, the more you can even teach better. So when you see real people, real examples of people that are growing their wealth, come closer to them. Don't feel that no, they won't attend to me. No, come closer to them. Ask them questions. There is nothing that should fear you in this life. If anybody is not answering, you go to the next person. Okay, these things are going to help you to remove what is called the intimidation factor. Okay, so once you begin to understand the process step by step, it becomes you are now getting used to it from one level to the other. Then before you know it, you're going to become experts. So there is nothing complicated about you learning about financial survival, how to grow your wealth. Nothing complicated. Just open your mind to learn more. Thank you.
Thank you, Digital Duchess. I'll come back to you. So at this point, I want to go to Phenomenal Booking. So thank you. I will come back to you. Phenomenal Booking. Yeah, that's our beautiful. You're muted. Welcome. Oh, okay. Did you go out? Okay, let me look for you again. Because I made you a co-host before when I started. Okay. Okay, you're good now.
Thank you. Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you so
much. I like I said when I started, you're one lady I used to know from far. My sister, my big sister, my auntie, and my friends, Dr. Dukpa Osalo. We're so close. We are close, like so. But each time she was talking, she would say phenomenal booking. She said, "I learned some things from phenomenal booking. I learned this from phenomenal booking. I learned even going to radio from phenomenal booking." I said, "What is this phenomenal booking?" So so I know phenomenal people were just in our world. So welcome to this program. I want to tell us, how did you start, especially with technology? I know you forest broking. How did you start? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Thank you so much, Dr. Love Oladele. As I'll always say, I love Oladele. Thank you so much for inviting me here. It's a privilege, it's an honor that I do not take for granted. Out of so many women that you chose to invite me on this call. Thank you so much. I want to celebrate my sister, Digi Dodge, who went before me.
Digital Duchess.
Digital Duchess. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's nice connecting with you. I root for my women. I love my women especially. I tell the men in my group, in my teams, I can't help you. I love you guys, but I especially root for my women. I don't know why. Ask me, maybe because I'm a woman, that's obvious. So thank you so much, Dr. Love, phenomenal woman. If you're on the call today, 33 superstars on this call today, I want you to celebrate the greatness we have in the house today in person of Dr. Love Oladele. Whatever you celebrate, you attract. So come on, guys, let me see the emojis, the love emojis. Send the numbers 111, whatever it is you can do. Keep it going. Send the love emojis. Send the love emojis. We have a man in the house, by the way. That's Charles. Type the numbers 111111111. What you celebrate, you attract. What you celebrate, you become. So celebrate greatness in the life of Dr. Love Oladele. Amazing woman. I'm going to come to that, right? But because you've asked me a question, let me go directly to that question. This is a woman that I've also admired from afar. She's doing remarkable things. I think I have some work ethics, but when I look at her, I don't even know anymore. You know, she inspires me on so many fronts. Very, very strong woman, so passionate, very loving, a heart of gold. I see the way she leads from the front, right in the trenches, a lover of people. So I celebrate you, my darling sister. God bless you.
Thank you.
I really love you and I appreciate you. And I thank God every day for bringing you into my corner. You know, I've been wanting you in my corner for a while, right? I came with that business and you know what you told me, right? So I said, okay, don't worry. I'm going to save your number. Another opportunity will come. So when I heard you lost your husband, I was like, wow, I need to reach out to this woman. As a married woman myself, I know the kind of strength that I draw from my husband. So I said, no, I have to reach out. So I reached out, I prayed for her, and then occasionally I'll send her a message that we're praying for you, you and the kids, you're well. You know, it totally broke me, you know. So that was how we connected, and I stayed in her face until God brought her to me. I literally attracted a law of attraction. God brought her. Thank God, thank God. Anything is possible. But now I have her in my corner, so I'm grateful for that. She's a remarkable leader. So many things that I can say about her. But let me just go straight to the point. I celebrate every leader, every powerful woman on this call. We are all powerful. Whether you're doing anything at this point in time or you're doing absolutely nothing, even to the stay-at-home woman, to the stay-at-home mom, you are already phenomenal because you're doing a lot. You're balancing the home front, which is a whole lot of work. Ask how I know, because I'm a woman. I have a husband and I have children to cater to. So it's a lot of balancing to do. So I celebrate all of you. So how did I get into this space? I got into the online space. I was a professional. I had my tertiary education in the UK. I lived in the UK for 22 straight years. And I came back to Nigeria about 13 years ago. And I have never worked for anyone since I got back. I went into my own business, entrepreneurship. I was importing stuff, so it was a traditional business. It wasn't doing too badly, but there were struggles, there were challenges. As you will know, most businesses will come with their own challenge. And I wasn't quite prepared for it because I've been out of the country for so long. And before I left Nigeria, I didn't live in Lagos. So Lagos was a new terrain to me. So Lagos happened to me, as they say. So I found myself almost at a stage where I didn't have anything to show for all the money that I brought back into the country. And I came in strong. You know, I sold a couple of properties that I owned in my name in the UK. So I came in strong. I was able to rent my house in Lagos and I brought a decent car. So I had good amount of money. But when Lagos, Nigeria happened to me, I woke up one day and all that money was gone. The capital, the profits, I couldn't account for it. So, and I was a single parent at that time, so it was quite tough. So one day I met a woman. I traveled, I went on vacation in the UK, and I met a woman and she invited me into a business, some kind of online business, Traffic Monsoon, I can never forget. And that was my very first shot in the online space. So when I saw the business model and I saw that there was really nothing to it, all I needed to do was to go out there and talk to people. And I knew that I'm gifted. I can open my mouth and talk. If that is all I have to do, I can sell anything. My husband tells me that, you know, you can sell ice cubes to a man in Iceland. That's the kind of person I am. So if it's to talk and convince people, I can do this. So I got into that and I invested my own money and I actually brought it back to Nigeria and I was telling my friends, inviting people into it, and it caught fire. Actually, we were doing well. I grew it to a point where I was doing $500 a day from that business, and that was back in 2015, 2016. So that was my very first experience in the online space. Someone introduced me and I loved it. But by the time that business crashed, as most of them do, we had built big and far. In fact, that if that business was sustained, the story would be different today. But we thank God for where we are. So that was taken from us abruptly. It wasn't a scam, it wasn't a Ponzi, but he ran into problems with the Security Exchange Commission in the US. It was a company that ran in the US, but he didn't do his paperwork. You know, he wasn't quite right with the law. So the hands of the law fell on him and they took everything into receivership. In fact, recently they contacted us to put a claim on our investments. So it wasn't that it was one of those crazy ones, but it just didn't do something right. So we lost our monies. So, but that was the first experience and exposure in the online space. And I loved it because it meant I could work from home. I had a young daughter. I was a single parent. I had very little money. I was in Lagos, Nigeria, no welfare benefits, no government to take care of you. So I had a responsibility. I had a massive why. I needed to fight. And I wasn't ready to do a solo.
Like that, the
solo.
resilient. I like the red, that's
Yes.
the resilient woman.
Yes. I needed to fight. There was no doubt about it. I was left with little option. You know, I didn't want to go back to where I'd been for years. I wanted to be in Nigeria. That is not asking for too much, but I needed to make it work. So I had no options. My options were limited. So I had to fight. So from one online business to the other, people started introducing me. When that failed, you know, people come to me. At that time, I had a community, and I would also linked up with people from different parts of the world who were big in it. So every time there's an opportunity that they share with me, and I jumped on board. So there was a time I was actually driving about 3 different platforms, different models, but they were all models where people could invest passively and they can drive it. The multi-level marketing option is always there. So that was it. So, and I got so hooked on it. I loved it because it is practical. And for someone who has a young child, for someone who has a lot going on, it's a way to balance everything. You know, when people make excuses right now, the reason why I can't do this is that for someone with young kids, you can literally run your empire from behind your laptop. So that was what I was doing. So that was
So
when I
how
got
did
into
you go into
online trading.
forex trading?
So I
Because we
got
are
into
really known with
Forex.
forex.
Yes. So I was doing that. I was minding my business. I got myself a small office in Lekki. That was my part of the world. And I was doing pretty well. So I have a young man that I met years ago who is still in my life till today. He's older than I am. He's actually in the team with us in Exfusion. So he just came to me, drove to my office one day and said, Bukky, there's something massive. We did that business that failed together. So we stayed in the online space. So we're always doing everything. Anything I jump on, he jumps in with me. So he saw Forex. iMarkets Live came to Nigeria. So he attended their events at one of the hotels in Ikeja, and he came to my office and said, there's something big, massive, it's Forex trading. And I was like, okay, I know what Forex trading is all about. I know it's legal, I know it's legitimate, but I don't know how to go about it. Mind you, ladies, Forex at that time is not what it is today. I was part of the people who set the momentum. We changed the narrative. We brought Forex trading from the Wall Street in New York City to the main street. Now everybody knows about Forex. They may not know how to trade, but it's no longer a foreign word. When we started in 2017, 2018, it was not a common thing in this part of the world. So I told him, he said, oh, I should come to Ikeja. I live in Lekki, and I was in my comfort zone. Not that I was rich, but I was comfortable. So I told him, I said, I don't do bridges. You go bring that your leader that blew your mind. If your leader can come to my office and tell me about it. So I was a bit cocky. So he said, oh, why not? So he spoke to Frances. And Frances said, oh, yeah, I know Bukky. I know her so well. I want her in the team. Drove him to my office and he shared the opportunity with me. Within 10 minutes, I was sold. We'll learn Forex and we'll trade and we'll make money online in dollars. Oh, yeah, I'm all up for it. So that was why I got on board. I signed up and I started speaking to people about it because, you know, it's just in me. That's a natural thing. And that was how we got into it. And I drove that for 3-4 years. Hello, sweetie. Hello, beautiful. You see, that's why we do what we do. So I got into it and I did so well. So at some point, I was the highest ranking female in the whole of Africa. The rank that I hit, I was the first person to hit it in the whole of Africa as a woman. So it was a big success. I was celebrated all over the world. My mentor put me up on social media and I literally blew. So that was when I worked with Dr. Osalu. Auntie Dupe, she's my big sister. I love her. She's an amazing woman. I love her. So that was where she worked with me. We were in the same team and we worked. She was a massive success on iMarkets Live. So that was how I got into Forex. And since I got into Forex, when I left IML, Because IML was a subscription-based model, so it wasn't sustainable over a long period of time because it was an educational platform. There was nothing like passive income opportunity like we have it now. So technology has now made it possible. People can do copy trading. You don't have to learn. I learned, gals. I learned. I burnt the midnight oil learning. But I knew that if I can acquire the skill set, it will set me up for life. Because I go on international conferences. Anytime IML was having international conferences around the world, I'll buy myself a ticket and jump on it because I was earning very well as a chairman leader. I'll go with my team to the US, to the UK, any part of the world, Spain, and I'll meet 7-figure, 8-figure traders in their 30s, in their 20s, young boys. I'll be like, what? You're making that kind of money? I'm going to learn. And I had a mentor then, Dr. Kathy Cackland. She was my mentor. She took a $120 account and grew it to $1 million. And I said that was going to be my goal. So for a long time, she was my mentor. So that was how I stayed in the space. And
Okay, so I like I like the fact that you learned. But today you are using copy trading, you're using AI. What role is technology and AI playing in helping women grow their income?
Wow, I can't even put it in words. Massive, massive role. It's a game changer. It has brought a disruption. Basically, for the woman fold, we're saying that money making has been made a lot easier. So I tell my women that you have zero excuse because even with your newborn, you can sit at home and still use one hand to do the stuff we do online. I'm telling you. So it has brought a major disruption to the way we make money. That applies to the women and the men as well. But we're talking about the woman gender today. We're all about our women today. So it has brought a lot of simplicity, access. It's made it a lot easier. Artificial intelligence, it has taken it a notch higher. When we started, there was even nothing like artificial intelligence. What artificial intelligence has simply done is to increase productivity and increase result. So AI coming into Forex that is already working has increased our level of success. So results are significantly better than when we started in Forex. So whichever space you find yourself in the online, technology has disrupted the space and has made it a lot easier than what it is. So now I tell people that you don't have to break your back to create your wealth and build your empire. There are so many solutions right now, but just make sure you look for the right ones, right? The right platform is very important because as powerful as the online space is, Dr. Love, it's also a crazy space. A lot of crazy businesses have come. Bad people have also hijacked that space to propagate their agenda, just to rip people out of their hard-earned money. So if you are coming into this space, you need a mentor. You need to come into the right platform. You need to get it right. Because if you jump into the wrong platform, it can hurt you so badly. And that bias will make you run from the online space forever. And you will miss out a lot because there's a lot of money here. There is a lot of dollars to be made in the online space. And there are different aspects that you can tap into. But a lot
Okay,
of...
so for that woman who is just coming in, that woman who is just starting the wealth journey, what do you think that they can do?
Right. If you're on the call today and you're just about to get started, you've never had your own money, you've never actually set out to do anything for yourself, maybe because you were growing your family, and now you're at the stage where you're saying, okay, I need to do something. The first thing I want to say to you that is important is that you need to look for a mentor. Mentorship is the fastest way to mastery. If you have a mentor, you are likely to hit your goals faster. What is a mentor? A mentor is someone who has the results that you want. You have a Dr. Lovaladele in your corner. You shouldn't need to go through the long route. So if you're on the call today and you want to get started, the first thing is you want to establish direct connection with this powerful woman. You want to reach out to her and say, Dr. Love, mentor me. Help me. Because this is the woman that has the results that you want to have. She's been there, done it. She started years ago. I had a story when she started. She was pretty young, even when she was unmarried. She was already in the online space. So she's already an authority. So the first thing is mentorship. If you lack mentors, you lack methods. And let me make it very clear to the superwoman on this call today. Your mentor can be younger than you. It has nothing to do with age. You can be a 70-year-old woman on this call today, but you are just getting started. You don't know what this woman knows. Someone was telling her, teach me everything you know in one day. She said, is it possible? It took me 20 years of growing, learning. So the first thing is mentorship. The number two thing, just look for someone you admire that has the results you have and connect with them. Tell them, please mentor me. Be humble enough to ask for mentorship. And then number two, education, self-development. You need to start reading books. Your mindset has to shift. I recommend Rich Dad Poor Dad. I recommend Think and Grow Rich. I have one here. I'm in my office at home. The Science of Getting Rich. You need to get it into your Netflix and watch this documentary called The Secret. It will practically change your life. I watched The Secret in 2020. I was caught up by COVID. I went out of the country on a conference, Forex conference, IML conference, and they shut the airwaves. And I couldn't fly back to Nigeria. So I thought COVID was doing me a bad thing, but it did me a good thing because I was forced to learn self-development. I started reading books and I watched The Secret. It changed everything. Guys, Netflix is there, accessible to you. You need to read those books. I've recommended to. If you want more, contact Dr. Love. He will tell you. So you need to watch videos, documentaries. Self-development, mindset is everything. You need to fix your mindset. It's very important. And how do you do that? By acquiring knowledge. It is called self-development. Your mindset, your leadership, everything about you must change. Everything must say you are ready. Then another thing that you now need to do is to find a platform. Don't go for those crazy things out there because they will hurt you so badly and the bias may make you miss the opportunity here. So another thing your mentor will guide you into. So look for a platform like Xfusion, like Tag Market, like what we are driving now. It doesn't have to be any strong platform as long as it's strong, legitimate. You need a platform where you can start. You don't need to reinvent the vehicle, the wheels. You can tap into a space that has already been worked out for you. So that will be easier for you than saying you want to start your own brand by yourself. Look for a good platform, lock up with your mentor, and then write out your whys. Resilient woman on the call, what is your why? Why do you need to make your own money? Why do you need to be rich? Why do you need to be financially independent? Your whys need to be strong. If your whys are not strong, when the challenges come, you will quit just like that. Trust me,
Exactly.
even before you start, the challenges will come. We're not here where we are today because it was easy. We're here today because we were resilient. We were tenacious. We refused to give up. Our whys were big. So you need to write out your whys. Why do you need to have money? So every time the going gets tough, you look at your whys and you know that you cannot give up. You need to give it another push. Another thing is that you have to set your goals. What are your goals? Your goals will be different from my goals. I know what my financial goals are. What is it that you want to achieve? For someone on the call today, another $100,000 on the table will be life-changing. That is not the same for me. My goals are way bigger. I've smashed that level years ago. So what are your goals? What do you want to achieve? Then you have to develop a life of discipline. Discipline is important. You show up, whether you want it or not, whether you feel it or not. It's not about, I don't feel like today. When Dr. Love feels like and when she doesn't feel like, she shows up. This woman has a high level of discipline. Her work ethics is unmatched. It's not because she just likes showing her face online. It's because she's got to do it. Her goals are big, her whys are big enough. Then you got to believe. Mindset is everything. 95% of success in life is spiritual. You only need 5% of skills and the physical bit. If you don't believe, you can't achieve it. You need to conceive the goal. You need to believe it. And then once you believe, you will achieve it. We're not here where we are today because we're powerful, because we can talk, because we're pretty. It's because of our mindset. We know that we can do it. I'm in my office now, my home office. Look at my environment. That's my vision board. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? On
Yes,
every
yes.
card are my affirmations. I speak my affirmations, everything, calling the things that be not as though they are. You need to create your reality in the spiritual before it comes into the physical. 95% of your effort is going to be spiritual. You need to believe. If you don't believe you can do $1 million, you cannot do it. Even if Dr. Love tells you you can't do it, if your mind tells you you can't do it, you can't do it. So you know that saying where they say that if you believe you can do it, you are right. If you believe you can't do it, you are right. We're not special people. We're just resilient women who chose to believe. He says to them that believe, all things are possible. How many things? All things become possible. If you see yourself on this call today, the way God sees you, you know there's absolutely no limit. Even the sky cannot limit you. When you are ready, the resources are there for you. You just need to step out in faith. So those are the things I'll share to the
Thank you.
women.
How can women create income even when they are not actively working? The income that continues when you're not actively working.
If you're not actively working, how can you can create passive income? Multi-level marketing opportunity is always a good one. For people who have very limited capital to even get started in traditional business, for people who have constraints, multi-level marketing opportunities is always a good one. You just need to have a good product that you can easily sell and market, something that is sustainable, that will be here for your people for a long time. So that is one. I would
So I'm
always
even talking about maybe a high-class woman who has worked for years, but now once is no longer actively working. What can they put in place before that happens, before you retire, before you're not actively income? What are the things you can really put in place to build wealth that can sustain you while you're not, when you're no longer actively income?
Investment. That is the vehicle of the rich people. If you're a professional woman and you're getting to that age, you're 55, you're nearing your retirement, your investment has to be solid. You have to have investment vehicles. Forex trading is also a form of investment. So you can have some money where you put into a low-risk venture that is growing for you. Warren Buffett says if you don't look for an opportunity that makes you money whilst you're sleeping, you will literally work until the day you die. So investment is that vehicle that can get you there. So be invested. So many things. Have a passive income stream. I have so many passive income streams. Even when I'm not actively doing anything, I'm making money. I had a baby at the age of 49 in the year 2024, 2 years ago. And whilst, when you're pregnant at 49, women know what I'm talking about. So it was just my miracle baby. I call her my retirement baby now. So it was a challenge. I practically couldn't run presentations anymore. And you know how our businesses are tied to showing up online. I couldn't do it. I'll be out of breath. I couldn't talk. So for a whole 9 months, I couldn't actively work. I was barely managing my staff. But because I had passive income streams, I'm telling you, the things that are put in place, investments, they were all working for me. So, and there are different investment vehicles. It doesn't have to be online. It can be traditional, but online just works for everyone. It's just a total solution. It's a lot easier. People buy stocks, shares, all those things, and you can manage your investment online. So the way to plan for that time when you will no longer be actively earning is to put in place a passive income opportunity. In your retirement, you can also do what we do. We have a lot of retirees with us. I was still speaking to a woman yesterday, Dr. Komi. She's in her mid-60s, long retired, but a veteran network, and she jumped on board Xfusion. She wants to drive it. And she's going to do everything from the comfort of her home. So that is another one that can create another good income flow for you guys. So, things
At
like
this
that.
point, since you mentioned Exfusion, I want you to tell our people how Exfusion Tag is helping you and how it can help other women that are here with us.
Okay, very quickly, I'll talk about Exfusion. Exfusion is the name of the community that we're with. They launched in October last year, so they're relatively new, but we're in partnership with a broker called Tag Market. So Tag Market is the name of the broker because 70% of the products of Exfusion has to do with trading the financial market, and Exfusion is not a broker. So they needed to establish partnership with one of the brokers in the world. Tag Market is a regulated broker. A broker is a regulated financial services company where people can trade, where people can place their trades. They have the license to hold your funds. So Tag is just a community. Tag does not have the license to hold people's funds. So when you come in, you are registering on the platform of Tag. But when
Exfusion, you mean?
decide
Exfusion, you mean? Exfusion is a community.
Oh, sorry, Exfusion is a community, but they don't have the license to hold people's funds. So if you decide to join us, you will be registering on the platform Exfusion, but you would actually be funding your account in Tag because Tag is a regulated broker. That is where your funds are safe. And that is one of the unique selling points with what we're doing now because it's different from a lot of craziness that you would have seen in the online space. I know some of you have had bad experiences. You're almost at the point of giving up and saying that nothing good happens in the online space. I can tell you, I'm a living testimonial to the power and the possibility in the online space. In the last, how many years, my primary income source has been from the online space. And I can tell you, God has been good, right? So when you come into Exfusion, you open another account with Tag, you fund with any amount of money, minimum is $100 thereabout. And what they have offered us is the opportunity to trade the financial market without the need to learn. 40 superstars on the call. I celebrate every resilient woman on this call today. Your story can change today. I just thought I'll put that in there. So basically, they've given us an opportunity to earn money from the biggest and the most liquid, the fastest financial market in the world, which is the Forex market, without the need to learn. If I wanted to teach you how to trade Forex now, a lot of you would drop off the call. It is boring. It is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It takes a while to learn it, to crack it, and become consistently profitable. A lot of people losing the interest before they can even succeed at it at all. But we have a good opportunity in our hands because now you can be on this. You can join this community and you don't need to learn how to trade. You don't even need to be technical. Completely hands-free. I was telling some people on my call the other day that when we started Forex, we needed to learn. We learned the hard way. We spent nights and days learning until we cracked it. And we're still learning till today because you never know it all. So for you on the call now, you want a soft life. It means that you can make so much money and still maintain your soft life. So it's a double whopper for you. You don't have to lift a wing. And the returns are beautiful. Much more than the return, the safety of your equity. Very low risk. Your equity is preserved, which is the most important thing. Even if you don't make money, you want your equity to be preserved. So equity is preserved. People love that. It's absolutely low risk and the returns are beautiful. Better than you can get on any platform, in any investment vehicle, in any financial setup. That much we can tell you. And all that you can earn it passively in your sleep. When Warren Buffett says, look for an opportunity that makes you money in your sleep. That is what the opportunity that Tag Market in partnership with Exfusion has actually made possible for us. So we're happy, we're pretty excited. We say to ourselves, we're going to liberate Africa, and we're fast doing that. We have literally all the countries of Africa are opening up. There is massive growth. People are pouring in because people are tired of those things that do not work in the online space. The craziness that I'm talking about, all those scams and Ponzi's in the names of business. So now when people are seeing a different model with a twist, they're very happy. The minute they know that Exfusion As the community is not holding their money is safe in the hands of their broker, they're excited. The minute they know that it is decentralized, it is transparent, you can literally monitor your accounts from your MT4, MT5. You can see how your account is growing, how your profit is being made every day, real time. So people absolutely love that. And you can see your profit. You can withdraw it. Minimum withdrawal is $10. Anytime you have $10 and more, you can press the withdrawal button. You can choose to compound your money. So on an average, if you choose to compound within 5 months, we've worked this out. Yes, we've done the numbers. Within 5 months, if you compound your entire profit, you would have broken even in the sense that you would have done 2x of your equity. You would have made another 100%. In which case, you can even withdraw your initial capital, put that into another investment, and watch this grow. So it is phenomenal. You don't have to learn. No prior knowledge of Forex is required. It is low risk, and it is
explain the
low
concept of 24x. I think our people need to know
Yes,
about
that is
24x.
also very important, guys. We have something quite unusual. We said there is a twist to the business model. It's not one of the things you'll find out there, trust me. This, according to my research, is the biggest thing when it comes to online right now. And I say that I can prove it to you, but I don't think I have the time because we did a lot of due diligence. We're not just here talking about what we don't know. We actually went there to do a lot of work. So Tag Market as a broker is giving us an opportunity that is not accessible with any other broker in the world. So they're giving us what we call amplified accounts. So you're on the call today, beautiful woman. You don't have a lot of equity, but you've stayed on this call and you want to get started because you want to have your own money. You are tired of not having your own money, right? You can come in with your $100 and you access the 12x. So what that means is that Tag Market is going to amplify your account by 12. So you get times 12 of the equity you are bringing in. So your $100 becomes $1,200. So you are not trading with that $100, you are trading with a bigger equity. And you all know that bigger equity means bigger profit. So the issue of I don't have a lot of money has ceased to be an excuse. So you come in with your $10,000, you go for the 24x. It means that your $10,000 will not be $10,000. You will actually be trading with $240,000, which is a bigger equity. Bigger equity means bigger profit. And all the profit that that amplified account makes you is for you, less the 70% profit share. Because when you come in and connect to a copy trader, when that account is making profit, 70% of the profit that it makes for you belongs to you. You can withdraw that at any time, but 30% is held by Xfusion, and that is shared between the trader that you are copying from and the affiliate structure. So that is the business concept in a nutshell. We also have a solution for crypto. For crypto lovers on the call, you just want to do crypto. You can do the same thing on Bit1 Exchange. Bit1 Exchange is a crypto exchange recently launched. I was at the launch of this platform in Dubai live 3 weeks ago. It is massive. You know, it is massive. So if you want to trade crypto hands-free, automated, copy trading auto, you do that on the platform of Bit1. So we have a lot. We have something for everyone. We also have the educational platform for people who still want to learn and for people who want to do self-development. They want to develop their leadership, their mindset, and what have you. Everything to do with that. Financial literacy, you can also access that. And then we have the affiliate program. I am on that. Dr. Love is also on that. That is an opportunity for people, women who don't have a lot. You can actually jump on that. What is that? You coming, you love what you're seeing, you start sharing it. It's as easy as that. And we have put systems in place to actually help you grow. So for people who can't run presentations, you can't talk, you can't explain it, just keep bringing them and we do the talking on your behalf. All you need to do is to start inviting your community. And for that, Xfusion rewards you generously. And you earn in dollars as well. So what can be better than that? So that is the summary of what we're sitting on. It's a diamond mine. If you know, you know. If you know and you're on the call, type the numbers 222. If you know, you know.
Thank you, Phenomenal Buku. Call out the phenomenal lady. So at this point, we will allow our guests to ask questions. I'm going to bring in Digital Duchess. So the two amazing women will be here. All you need to do is ask your questions and they will answer you. So if you have questions, you can raise your hand or you can drop it in the chat box. We'll take your questions. So this is the time to take your questions. Digital Dodgers, are you in a place where you can put in your video? I know that you were still caught up in the office and you were still about to go home. So if you have questions, please put your question in the chat box. Ladies, put your questions in the chat box or you raise your hand and let's take your questions. Because this is time for questions. If you have anything that you want to ask our guests, we are here to answer you. Very important. She spoke about mentoring, everything they spoke about even from the business side or from how to build wealth as a woman, how to build wealth as a woman. Do we have questions coming? So at this point, you need to go back to the person that invited you to this call in case you love what we spoke about, what we have shared about using the AI and using the copy trade to make money. This is an era of technology. Ikeria said, how do I meet you great women one-on-one? We are available. I tell people, I'm an online queen. You meet me online most of the time. But we are doing events around the world now. We are doing Lagos, we're starting in Lagos, we are dancing in Ibadan. So you can actually meet us, at this point. And just like she spoke about mentorship, when you grow the connection, when you grow the relationship, it's easy for you to meet the people you want to meet. Okay. So yes, other questions. So at this point, one of the things I've also done, I've created a wealth starter kit because we have been talking about wealth. How do I grow my wealth? What are the different ways you can grow your wealth? What are the different ways you can actually multiply? So I have this wealth starter kit. There are 2 different books, Millionaire Blueprint and the Digital Entrepreneurs Playbook. These starter kits, both of them are going for 25,000. But for the women here that are here, you can get it at a discounted price of 15,000 naira. So it's called the Wealth Starter Kit. All you need to do is to even talk to the person that invited you, and you can still get in touch with me, or I could even drop my number. Get in touch with me if you are interested. This will get you started. It's called the Wealth Starter Kit. You want to build wealth. You want to learn from my 25 years experience or my 20 years experience online, my 10 years in cryptocurrency. You want to learn what you need to do online. How can you begin to build your wealth? You can start with this Wealth Starter Kit, okay? That's one of the ways you start. Then for you to start out with a business, I like what Ikeria is saying. Ikeria is very serious. I'm already seeing that Ikeria, he said, I want to sign up, but need to get some things clear. So please, that's why we are here. You can ask your question. Then we also have this is a women event, and we're talking about building wealth generally. We also have a dedicated event, dedicated seminars for execution. Phenomenal book, are we having one today by 9 p.m. or
yes, 9 p.m. Yes, in a few minutes, 9 p.m. Yes.
So by 9 p.m. we have a dedicated event. So just get back to the person that invited you. I'll drop my number as well. You can get in touch with me. I will send you the link. You can join the 9 p.m. where we are going to talk exclusively on execution, on how AI is helping us to build wealth and how the copy trade is helping us to build wealth. It's important that you start building wealth. You don't start, I worked as a civil servant for 4 years, and my boss told me something. My boss said, the day you start working is the day you start planning for your retirement. So you need to start building the wealth now, no matter what you have, no matter the level you are in. You don't wait. You don't wait until you are 60 or 70. You don't wait. You start immediately. And one of the beautiful ways you can grow your wealth is what we are exposing to you right now. So I have my number on the chat box. You want to attend the 9 p.m. event where we're going to talk exclusively on our AI. Look, I 20 years ago, I read a book from Bill Gates. I read the statement from Bill Gates that only two set of people, you are either building your business online or you are out of business. And it came to pass in 2020 during COVID-19. A lot of people locked up. Why we are making money? Because it was a natural flow for me to work from home. We are busy making money while people locked the shop. The same thing, AI is here. And in 5 years, AI will make more multi-millionaires than the internet did in 5 years. Where would you be? Do you want to be among the people that is making money with AI, or you are still back? You are 50 years backward because you have refused to learn, you have refused to grow, you have refused to open up. So we are exposing you to what is possible. What is possible? One of the easiest way to build wealth. You can imagine what phenomenal book you went through. You can imagine learning forex trading and all that. But now with AI, you don't even need to learn that skill. AI will help you make the money so you can have the time for your kids. I love the fact that I can sit down with my children. Tomorrow I just said to myself, oh, I need to go for a meeting. I said, no, I'm not going for that meeting. I want to just spend like 3-4 hours with my kids at home before I go for a meeting on the afternoon. The fact that you can use your time to do what you like, that is what we are providing you with. So you need to be at the 9 p.m. session where we are going to tell you exclusively how we use AI to build our wealth. So I want to say thank you to the two amazing and phenomenal ladies that were our panelists today that told us, shared with us from their own beautiful stories, how they are able to build wealth. Please, let's lead it up. Let's go to the chat box. I want you to put in 777 for these amazing ladies. Send the emoji. If you got value here today, I want you to celebrate them. I want you to honor them because you get celebrated when you celebrate others. Please put 7777 in the chat box if you know you really got value today. If you are happy to be here, I'm sure 2026 is going to be amazing. We are learning a lot. We are unstoppable. We are tenacious. We are the resilient women. Nothing, life circumstances can happen, but we still keep going on. We keep going on. We keep moving on. So thank you everyone for being part of this today, for being part of this event today. Thank you, amazing digital judges and phenomenal booking. Thank you very, 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 very much. So we are going to see you in our next call. We are going to see all of you. Okay, I wanted to see that. I was loving that. I love that. So we are going to see all of you in our next meeting. For those who are interested in taking this further, we just announced that by 9 p.m., we have an exclusive meeting. Yeah, phenomenal booking will be taking that. So you want to go listen if you have really enjoyed today. You want to be at the 9 p.m. where she will be in charge. You want to be at the 9 p.m. meeting and really learn about how AI can really help you build your wealth. And it's not in small measures. It is really helping us to build our wealth. And she has also said it's low risk. So you have different kind of risk. We have the high risk, we have low risk investment. This is absolutely low risk investment. So thank you everyone, and bye-bye everybody. Digital judges, I appreciate you. By the 9 p.m. meeting, is that you go back to the person that invited you, but I've also put my phone number. You can just give me a WhatsApp chat. I've put my phone number, so give me a WhatsApp chat and I will send it to you. So my number is in the chat box right now. You take that number and I will send you the 9 p.m. meeting. Get to the 9 p.m. meeting and let us share with you how you can make build wealth indeed using artificial intelligence in the financial market. 7.5 trillion passing through that market every day. You want to say, how much am I going to rake in? Before now, you need to use your brain. You need to burn the candlelight. Someone was telling me just 2 days ago that he's having problem with his eye. He has put $10,000 in the market. He doesn't know where it has gone to. And I say, oh God, this is what AI will do for you. And AI will make money for you. You don't need to strain your eye anymore. So this is beautiful. You need to take that up, okay? So bye-bye, everyone, and see you